Okay, you guys, so our vacation officially starts tomorrow, but we kind of officially started it today. Mike is playing golf, and I just went and treated myself. I got my fingers and toes done and ready for our vacation to begin. And we're going to be answering those questions that you guys all posed for us, so we're really excited about that. Busted! So we're pretending like we're on vacation, even though it doesn't really start for a couple of more days. Mike just polished off a turtle sundae from Andy's. Okay, so our first question is from Lynn, and Lynn is from Michigan. She says, looks like you're downsizing. What is the difference between your old home and new home?
The old house was right at 3,000 square feet, and the new house is going to be about 1,500 to 1,550 square feet. So
quite a bit smaller, but we're actually excited about that because
about
it's
half.
Just the two of us now. Yes, our family is growing.
Those grandkids will be coming to the house.
We think back to like our grandparents and how fun it was to go to their houses and just, you know, have pallets on the floor, all the cousins cramming the beds together and just fun.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
It'll be great. We think our grandkids are going to love it, and the little loft space is going to be a lot of fun. So anyways.
Thank you for your question.
Thanks, Lynn. Okay, so our next question is from Christy, and Christy is from Mount Vernon, Kentucky. She asked, just wondering how far your new house is from your old one. I watch your videos every week. Love your videos and your DIYs. From Mount Vernon, Kentucky.
Whoop, whoop. So we're blessed. 0.8 miles, literally around the corner, up and down one street, down the other.
Thanks for watching, Christy.
Yeah, thanks, Christy.
All right, we have a question from Robin. Robin says, hello from Michigan. Thanks for taking us along on this fantastic journey. Will you be putting siding on the outside of the house or something else?
The hardy board that we're putting on there is actually the siding itself. It is a cement, a little bit of a composite material, and what we'll end up doing is we'll put board and batten on it, and so it'll look even better, but I mean, that's the actual siding.
I'm going to flash a picture up here on the screen for you in just a second and show you kind of like what it's supposed to look like when it's finished.
Yeah, so thanks, Robin.
Yep.
All the way from Michigan.
Thank
We
you,
appreciate
thank you. All right, we're using Mike's phone to record this, and I promise you, our skin is not this bad. I don't know what's up with this phone.
She's such a female.
Okay, so this question is from Phyllis. Phyllis, I can't remember where you're from. She asked, how have you been able to afford everything without having to work? Before the house was ever put on the market, you guys put out a bunch of money for overinflated prices for lumber,
Well, that's the truth.
repairs that needed a licensed plumber, electrician, etc. That has to cost a ton of money. Exactly.
It has. Well, I am actually fully employed. I am full-time minister. That's why you'll hear in the very beginning, a lot of times we'll say, oh, we only have a couple hours, or we only have 3 hours. If we were doing this, 10 hours a day, we would probably be done by now. But the way we ended up with a lot of the extra money is her brother was kind enough to allow us to borrow money until the sale of our house and then the refinance of the farm. And so we knew we had a lot of equity in our house, which we've done in every house we've lived in. We've always bought them cheaper, fixed them up, made them look beautiful, and then when we sold them, we always had more equity than we had started with, and that was the case with the house there on 84th Street. So the money that we've used so far has been a loan at interest, I will mention, and we will pay that back when this farm is refinanced. And once it's refinanced, then every amount of money that we borrow will be paid back. That's a great question. And I know it doesn't seem like I have a full-time job, but I do. And you're seeing 3 to 4 to 5, 6 hours a day worth of work from Karen and I both. But overall, we could be doing a whole lot more if we could do it full-time.
And I, of course, just have always been blessed to be able to stay home with our kids when they were little. And that was just kind of what we wanted for our family, was for me to be a stay-home mom. And thankfully, Mike has always been very supportive of that and all my crafting adventures and things that I like to do. So I just do odd and end jobs, tumblers, t-shirts, jewelry. Jewelry was full-time for me for a very long time, but yeah, so that's what we do when we're not here. So again, great question,
Yeah.
Phyllis. Thanks for watching.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, so Leslie from Ontario, Canada. I see you visit family from Texas. Is that where you're originally from? And is that where you and Mike met?
Yes, we're both from Texas. I was actually born in Abilene, Texas, and Dad was in the Air Force, and then we moved off and made a bunch of different stops. Karen was born and raised in Texas, and we are actually right now in a beautiful vacation spot, and all of our family from Texas is coming to see us. But there was another question in relationship to this one. Pharaoh, I think you say it Pharaoh with a Z on the end, is also from Canada, and she asked, how did you meet?
And for a funny dating
story. So
yikes.
we actually met, Karen was dating my roommate, and then they broke up, and I was seriously trying to help them get back together, and we ended up talking more and more and more, and fell in love through a series of events. And so that's kind of how that worked. And I don't know if you want to tell the dating story, you want me to, but
Which one?
the first date we ever went on.
Okay, you go for it.
Okay, well, Karen's mom asked me to ask Karen out, and there's an age difference between us, and I don't think she had a clue how old I was, so that was a big part of it. And so her mom was like, well, I don't care as long as you're a good Christian man. And so anyway, we went to this place called the Grand Old Oplan instead of the Opry, and it's an old schoolhouse in a little bitty West Texas town, and they do dancing and have a little hometown band. And so we went and had a good time. I mean, we had a good time, got to kind of know each other a little bit. We were already friends and knew each other, but now it's supposed to get romantic. I wasn't really feeling romance. She wasn't either. I gave her a kiss goodnight, and she was like, why did you kiss me? And I said, well, I just want to see if there were any sparks. And she said, well, I felt like I just kissed my brother. And I said, well, I felt like I just kissed my sister. And so there was nothing. And so to me, that's a hilarious date, because we just decided, hey, good, we can just keep being friends. And of course,
Like 6 months went
through
by.
time
yeah.
and different dating experiences and different things that took place, we ended up where we are now, which was a lot more spark and a lot more interest in dating than that very, very first date.
Do you remember where we ate that night on our first date?
I do. Gartsky's
Loft
Loft
on
in
North-
Abilene, Texas.
North First in Abilene.
Yeah, it's a pretty popular place to eat.
So Pharaoh and Leslie, thanks
Yeah,
so much
thanks
for your
for the
questions,
questions.
and thanks for watching. Okay, so we are on our vacation, as you may have figured out by now. This is definitely not our normal scenery. Tell them where we are.
Beavers Bend State Park, Broken Bow, Oklahoma.
Broken Bow. Broken
Broken
Bow.
Bow.
All right, so our next question is from Jennifer. My question is, how is timing looking? Are you guys on track with it, or has there been setbacks on the time for completion and ready to move in? Completion time, Mike.
Boy, that's a great question, because I thought we could possibly move in by July 15th. We wouldn't have everything done, but we could move in and at least be working, with at least one room looking nice. And we've got some weirdo people over there. But I would love to say August 15th, but I'm thinking more along the lines of September 1st. And yes, there's been tons of setbacks just because of supply and demand, getting different people to come in and do work. We actually have great contractors, and they are good at what they do. Therefore, they're in, demand. And so, yeah, but we're thinking September 1st would be a good time frame at this point in time.
Thanks, Jennifer. These are the weirdos that you were hearing, by the way. All right, next question is from Sharon, and she's from Washington, and she says, I know you're both from Texas, but what brought you to Oklahoma?
God.
Yep, God.
We accepted a ministry position. We were in the Dallas-Fort Worth area and was praying about a new opportunity, and God just brought it right to us, and we wound up in Broken Arrow. So super happy to be in that particular place. Like right now we're in Broken Bow, but Broken Arrow is a great place to live. We'd highly recommend.
Thanks, Sharon. All right, so we have a question from Jennifer, and she says, "Hi, I love watching the farm transformation. I was wondering if you're going to do something outside of your studio door. A patio, maybe?" You are correct. We actually have our cement guy coming to do that soon and very soon. So tell them about the size of the patio.
Well, Jesus, the same guy that did our inside cement work, and his guys are going to come and actually pour the patio. It'll be 9 feet by about 53 feet. So pretty good sized patio all the way across. It'll have probably 2 or 3 levels. It has to drop down off the driveway area. So yeah, great question. It will be a patio / cooking area / whatever else you want to call it.
Thanks for watching. All right, next question is from Deborah, and she's from Michigan. Deborah asked, "When are our windows going in?" Great question, Deborah.
Wish I could answer that now. The targeted arrival date as of right now is August 19th. We did get that one window in, which will go in ASAP. So we're going to say August 19th, 20th, 21st area. Hey guys, we had another question from Amy, who is from, as she put it, sunny, humid Florida. And I actually lived in Miami for about 6 years, so I don't know what exact part of Florida she lives in. But she asked, basically the question is, are we planning on having other animals other than our cat?
I grew up on a farm, ranch, whatever you want to call it. We had cattle, a few horses, and rabbits at different times, different animals. But my dream for the farm is to have chickens and goats eventually. So that is the plan, and hopefully that will happen. We have a little visitor here, my little nephew. Can you say hi?
Hi.
He's here on vacation with us. But anyways, that's the plan. And Aiden, are you looking forward to coming to the farm someday?
Yeah.
And seeing the goats and the chickens,
Yes.
hopefully? Yay! Thanks, Amy, for your question.
Great question. Hey.
All right, so excuse the surrounding sounds. We are at the state park, Beavers Bend State Park, so there's water, kids playing, all that jazz. But Michelle from McKinney, Texas asked how we found the farm. So Mike, tell them how we found the farm.
Well, we had the lady that cuts my hair knew a guy that was selling his house, and we flip houses on the side. So we went and looked at his house. Long story short, wasn't for us, but he mentioned he had land, and they'd been talking about selling it, and we said, well, we'd love to look at it, and one thing led to another, and we had a nice connection with he and his son. They both liked us, and they were like, well, we want you guys to have it. And so they said, we agreed on a price, and that was the end of that.
But we say it's definitely a God thing, because we had been
Absolutely.
looking for a lot of years, and then we had stopped looking, and then that just literally fell in our lap and just worked out perfect. Absolutely perfect. Okay, Michelle also asked, what are our future plans for the property? We have dreams, and
Like everybody.
nothing set in stone yet, but a Verbo type thing. Again, not set in stone, just dreams. So
Well, and our
dreams in our head, for
and
sure.
our daughter and her husband want to buy an acre from us and build a house out there, which we're all for. So
And you'll probably get to see all that happen too. Okay, she also asked,
target date for moving in.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like we answered that in another one, but I don't remember for sure. But we're thinking probably September 1st. I mean, August 15th to September 1st. We set probably an unrealistic date to begin with, but hey, you got to do something. So we set a date and didn't meet it yet, but if we don't meet the next one, oh well, we'll just keep working hard until we get it done.
so thanks for your question, Michelle.
Guys, another beautiful day here in Broken Bow. We've got a couple more questions to be asked. You want to ask?
Okay, so Christine, I'm not sure where Christine is from. She asked, how has Mike become so knowledgeable about pretty much any and everything when it comes to building. She thought that maybe this was his trade, but it is not. So, Mike, how have you become so knowledgeable?
Well, thank you for the compliment, and a lot of it is trial and error. But when we lived in Sweetwater, Texas, there was a building contractor there, and his name was Lester. And wow, Lester passed away a few years ago. But anyway, he taught me how to do everything, and he gave me the confidence to do just about anything. And what's amazing is Lester and Karen share a very similar trait, because Galen in Texas asked, was there any moment in time where you just wanted to bulldoze the place? But what Lester taught me, and then a trait that Lester shares with Karen, is creativity. They see something and they're like, oh, we can fix that. We can make that even better. Lester could turn a pile of nothing into something absolutely beautiful. He restored Singer sewing machines, desks, just about everything. And Karen likes to take things and remodel them. So,
trash to treasure kind of thing.
There was never a moment where we went, oh, we'll just bulldoze it and start over.
No, we saw potential in that place from the get-go. The very instant we saw it, we were like, dream home.
Yeah, and so anyway, Lester not only taught me how to do a lot of things, but he also gave me the confidence to just say, you can do that. And so we just tackle it and say, you know what, we can do that.
So thanks for watching, Galen and Christine. Great questions. All right, our next question is from Dawn, and Dawn asked how we met. We answered that earlier. And then she also asked, did the new home buyers know that we are big YouTube stars?
Yeah, huge. I'll tell you what though,
no.
At closing, we autographed a lot of stuff for them, so they're probably super excited about that.
No. Funny question, Dawn. That would be cool, but no, they don't.
No.
Okay, you guys. We have a question from our super fun friend Parker.
Super fan,
yeah, super fun fan friend. Parker asked, what animals other than Salem and Scar, the turtle, will we have on the farm? She thinks that our grandbabies need a unicorn. What?
So we may have to figure that one out, but I guess I could create something, spiral, put it on a horse maybe, I don't know.
Horse, unicorn.
Anyway,
so thanks
you, Parker, for the question.
Yeah, thanks for watching, Parker.
We'll probably have other animals, but we'll tell you in person. Hey guys, this is our last question and answer session. We had a couple that overlapped, but I know Carla C. from Michigan asked when we were going to get finished up, which the answer is basically
September 1st-ish, we hope.
What we're hoping. And then Teresa R. from Canada asked the most frustrating thing, and I think we kind of touched on it a little bit, but I would actually say too, it's just, one thing leads to the other, and you got to get this done before you can get that done. And sometimes, not having the materials or having the people there at the right time was a little frustrating too.
Domino effect.
So that was a little bit frustrating. And then Julie P. asked if it's turning out as we expected.
I would definitely say yes. From day one, we kind of had a vision of how we wanted things, and so far, so good. Yeah,
so it's not too bad. And then Naomi W. asked, and I think Art by Fancy Nancy, which I love that, said, when will we be move-in ready? And that question, no earthly idea. I mean, we're hoping September 1st, but we can actually live in the house and finish up some small details. So hopefully that'll work out the way we want it to, but who knows? But thank you all for your interest, and next week we'll be back to business as normal, and we'll get a lot of things done.
Thanks for watching, you guys.
All right, bye.
Okay, and if you've made it this far, you're now seeing a glimpse of our vacation here in beautiful Broken Bow, Oklahoma. We had a great time this week with our family and grandbaby, just getting to hang out with everyone. This is such a beautiful place to be, so if you're looking for a great vacation destination, Broken Bow is the place to be. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share our vlog, and if this is your first time catching our vlog, please be sure to click on our Flipping the Farm playlist and get caught up. once again, thanks so much for watching, and we hope you have a super amazing, blessed weekend.